What's going on, man? I tell you, 7:23 a.m. on this beautiful, foggy Saturday, man. Yeah, it was a rough week. You always get those rough weeks, man. It was a rough week, but hey, what can you do? You can complain about it. You know, you can quit on impulse, or you just deal with it and say, you know what? Next week is always a new week. You know, like you said, it's Saturday. I don't come back till Tuesday. So, you know, it is what it is. Go home, relax. Get some stuff done. Like you said, brainstorming. You know, got a couple books I want to read. But like I say, man, people can be so toxic, man. I tell you, whoo, golly, people can be so toxic, man. And this is why you don't tell people what your dreams is, your goals are, because in this society, we are surrounded by a lot of people that have no dreams, no goals, or if they do, they're afraid to jump out and achieve them. They can be financially set, their bills could be paid up, or don't have many, but they know deep down inside that the job where they're working at is not the ideal job that they say they can, that they said to themselves that they can see themselves doing it for the next 20 years when they retire, or whatever the case is. Granted, we have, you know, became this, you know, it's the normal for be like, you know, hey, man, I gotta make sure I'm making money. I can't just jump out and just quit my job to pursue something that I always wanted to pursue, or I used to do it when I was a teenager, my early 20s, and I was real good at it, but then it died down. It died out. You know, I needed money for maybe marketing or to buy better equipment or whatever the case it is. So it's like, now I'm in my mid-30s and I've thought about doing it, but then I look at the competition, a lot of competition. The skill has advanced since from when I used to do it when I was in my early 20s or my late teens. I got a family, I got kids, I got responsibility. Back then, I had no responsibility. It was easy to do trial and error, and I just gave up. Now I'm good. I got a steady paycheck. I know I get paid every week. I'm good. If I jump out and do this ideal, I might not make what I'm making. It might be a week or two I break even or don't make enough money. Yeah, I'm gonna just have to take this one to the grave, man. Not everybody gonna be happy. Not everybody gonna be successful like how their dreams are. People actually talk like that. People actually think like that. And the crazy thing about it is, it's sad. Because you might know an individual that, you know, is very well off, hard worker, good at saving their money and everything. But people know, we all know, or we all should know, you can't save to become wealthy. You can't save everything, all you have, to become wealthy. Putting your money into a bank and letting it just sit there, you're not gonna save your way to wealth. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna gain much interest at all. So you have to find a vehicle or somewhere to put your money where it's growing while you're sleeping. We all don't want to sit here and be like, man, shoot, man, I guess I'll be working till I'm 67, 68. Nah, man, if that's all right with you, then, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But if you can retire, you know, 10 years early, why not? Or if you don't want to retire, you want to say, you know, no, I want to keep working until I'm serious, you know, until I get 65, 67. All right. But wouldn't it be the ideal to work that long and enjoy doing what you're doing? Or should we just be like, nah, man, we better be happy that we got a 6-figure plus job, get our 2 to 3 weeks vacation every year, get paid for, you know, 7, 8 holidays, weekends off, a steady, guaranteed paycheck every week, every 2 weeks. Better be thankful. That's the way you should live. To make sure that you have a steady paycheck every week, every 2 weeks. You got a house with a nice white picket fence. Drive a car or two. Have little savings in the bank. You good. What less can you ask for? Well, what more you can ask for is, all right, I'm making 110, but I want to make 150 or 250 or 350. And I know I'm not going to make that by working this job or being in this position. If I want to make 250 plus, I got to climb that ladder. You know, so like I say, not everybody want to start a business. But I do believe that everybody has an ideal of what their life looks like, or what their life should have looked like when they hit adulthood, when they hit 25, 30 years old. I believe everybody knows what their life should have looked like. But we get so caught up and relaxed and being thankful that we got a job, we're getting pay raises. Yeah, we might not like it. Might can't stand that job. But it's secure. You get a paycheck, but you think it's secure. Job ain't secure. You're just another number. do something that's unlawfully in the handbook and see how easy, how quick they get rid of you like that. We had a 26-year vet this week get terminated. 26 years. He was there when they first opened the doors. Yep. Let him go. Because at my job, we have rear and facing out cameras. Evidently, he was doing something with his phone. The first time the camera went off, they write you up and put you on a final written. Meaning, the next time you do it, you're out. So he was on the final written. So, happened again. They let him go. See, when I first started, the phone device policy was, if you got caught touching the phone, holding the phone, anything with that phone, that camera go off, you automatically gone. Took a couple years that they finally said, all right, well, it's a 2-strike rule. First time, final. Second time, you're out. We argued this for years. A bunch of the drivers, like, man, no, I don't understand why they don't get it. You know, these routes are long. We got routes in the 30 plus hours. 30 plus hours you're gone from home. 1,600 miles you're driving. And you're telling me you can't talk on the phone, not even with a Bluetooth headset. It's very hard to drive all night, work all night. And now it's your turn to drive back home. You might be 4 hours away, you might be 8 hours away. Your partner's sleeping. It's very hard to stay awake that long after you've been up already for 15, 16 hours working. But that goes to show, man, when you have folks that's never done the job, they're in that corporate specter, never done the job, it's hard to convince them. You know, it's rough. And that's why I don't do team routes. Because you torture yourself trying to stay awake. You know, driving. Truck only goes 65. So that's why I say, man, like, a lot of these jobs, man, there's no more job security. You're just a number. So, I'm speaking out. And I'm saying, if you have a gift, a talent, or an ideal, and this goes for myself, pursue it. If you fail, get up, figure out where you fail, and get back. Do lots and lots of research on what you want to do. Read books. Go to YouTube University. Try to look for Facebook groups. Whatever. Try to get as much knowledge as possible. See what's the startup cost. And Once you do that, get to it. Execute. Just don't sit on your hands. Make sure that you're putting effort to it. Effort. If it's gonna cost you $5,000, you only got 2 saved that you can spare. Well, you gotta work out, you gotta work overtime. If overtime's not available, you have a car, let's get on these gig apps. Do any and everything you have to do so you can get to this. That way you can be able to say, you know what? I'm happy. I created this. I wish I would have done this a long time ago. But no, I want to take the easy way. I want to take the easy route. As long as I got, a job. I got that paycheck coming in every 2 weeks, every week, man. I'm happy. When you branch out on your own, there's no guarantee you're going to get a paycheck or break even. It's a struggle. Sometimes that struggle is good. Stay prayed up. Put in the work. Don't give up. Push yourself to the max. And best believe, at the end of that tunnel, there's greatness, there's happiness. You'll be like, man, I never thought I could have done it. I wish I would have done it 10, 15 years ago. No telling where I would be at. Yep. So, take this time this weekend and think about where you at in life. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? And if you're happy and satisfied, hey, you don't got to make no changes. You good. But if you're not, if you just with that company because you're chasing that money because you're making a lot of money, but you never woke up and said, this is what I want to do. It's time to make a change. All right? Y'all have a blessed day. Like, subscribe. Peace.